guys, it's Gretchen and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a special guest here today.
She brought me back! After last time I pretended to be a crazy doctor. I didn't know if you'd want me back again.
That is true. I forgot that was the last time. But yes, I have brought my wonderful boyfriend back for another video where we are going to be doing something. I'm looking forward to it. I think the dynamic is going to be interesting. We're going to be reacting to musicians' tattoos, specifically rock and metal musicians. We have quite a list to get through.
This was requested from you for quite a few people. And there's no shortage of musicians and tattoos to work with. We got our work cut out for us. We took suggestions. I knew of some that I've seen on my travels. You've known some, and then some people pointed some out to us.
If we find that you all enjoy this, we can always do part 2.
Yeah.
Or part 3. Because there's a lot of musicians out there to react to.
Yes.
The reason why I think the dynamic is going to be interesting is because you all know that I love body mods. I have body mods. But why I brought Luke in is because he doesn't.
I don't have one.
He doesn't have any body mods whatsoever. So I think the two different sides, like to just see what his thoughts are on someone's tattoos as opposed to like my thoughts on someone's tattoos, I think is going to be interesting.
To clarify also, I'm not against body mods in any way.
Right.
It's just I'm only against stupid tattoos. The tattoos that are so awful that any tattoo artist should be fired for putting that on someone's body. I don't care if the person was drunk and just threw down $1,000 cash. No, don't put that on his body or her body. No, that's the only tattoos I'm against.
I've only seen a handful of those in my lifetime as is.
I've seen some stuff.
I don't know about you. I mean, you've obviously been going to concerts probably, I mean, I would assume longer.
Working festivals and concerts has shown me some stuff.
But like, have either of us truly, like when we go to a concert or a festival or anything like that, have we truly just honed in on a musician's tattoos before?
I don't think so.
I know I haven't, as someone who is in the body mod world.
Right.
I know I haven't, so I would imagine someone who isn't would like focus on it.
No.
So, like, we've seen these musicians before, you know, in person, we've listened to them, but we've never truly looked closely at their tattoos, so I am very excited for that. I have pictures here on my iPad that we're gonna look at and react to. We will put them somewhere down here. We haven't quite decided yet, just so you all can see what we're looking at.
Like this video if you enjoy it, so that way we know if we should do another one of these after the shenanigans.
That is true.
Yeah.
Part 2 could come soon because we got quite a few
Again,
suggestions.
there's no shortage of these, and I have literally thousands of photos of musicians to work with also. Some of these you're gonna see are some of mine.
Let's go ahead and just get started before this video gets too long. So the first one we are looking at is M Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold.
The sleeves themselves, were they all, do you think they were all done at the same time? Because the one on his left arm, or I don't know if that's his left or right, it looks like his left. That looks like it was all done in one piece.
Well, what could happen there is like, I don't think this would be one piece. He just may have gone to the same artist.
Okay.
It's cohesive enough so that maybe
that's why I said that, because it looks all in one vein, like one set design.
So like maybe, you know, the bicep was done first and then they added on with the forearm, something like that.
On his right hand, the death bat, what in the world? That's, Which
makes no sense because Avenged thing is like the death bat. It doesn't make sense that it's that way. I mean, I wonder if there's a story.
Probs.
A meaning behind that.
That early 2010, late 2000s emo haircut.
I was about to say the scene hair.
Man, oh man.
It's a lot. I also think it's interesting over on his right arm, you have mostly black and gray, and then you have like a little
on the
pop
inside
of color.
Bicep.
And you can see where some color has been added in. He also has 10 by 10 or 10 times 10.
I'm sure there's some Avenged Sevenfold fan who will gladly inform us
of what that means.
Yes.
This arm is pretty cool.
Yeah, I gotta say, his left arm is a really good piece.
I'm not sure what the story is, but he's got like horsemen. But we are gonna go to another picture of M Shadows.
Come on. No.
Of his chest and his stomach. So the chest one says thicker than water. Well,
I get it. I just, oh man, that is...
Can you tell who the people are?
No.
No, I can't either.
I don't know if that's fading over time or...
It could be fading over time. It could be an old one. It could also have been poorly done. I can't quite tell.
Maybe all three.
It could be all of the above.
It just looks hacky. It just screams truck stop sign thicker than water and these obnoxious lights.
And then he's got another
death bat right above his belly button.
That one's better.
Though, yeah, that one's better designed, but I don't get the placement.
The right arm, now that I can see it with this third picture, I like the
microphone
and the music notes, and that's
sure, yeah,
his like music arm. I do appreciate his artwork. Just some pieces are a little wonky.
Keep the shirt on. And he's an in-shape guy, and when I have to say an in-shape guy should keep his shirt on, that's a bad tattoo.
I was about to say, he doesn't ever perform without a shirt, does he?
I've never seen it the times I've shot him and seen him, so.
He doesn't have terrible tattoos.
No, just there's definitely a mismatch in quality. Sleeve's great. The left arm is definitely awesome. So
oh yeah, I enjoy that. And I'd like to know if there was a story there. So the next one we're gonna look at is Matt from Trivium. He has quite a few tattoos, but I am gonna let us focus primarily on his back piece because wow.
And calling this a piece does not really do it justice.
No, it doesn't. He's got some impressive Japanese style tattoos. I'm sure that took a long time. I will have to blur out the second picture a little bit.
Just to be descriptive, the coloring and line work goes all the way.
It goes all to the bum.
Not an inch is uncovered.
Yeah.
Matt is a tough man. And this is really good artwork too. Like you see like the body of the man, like his boots and stuff. Yeah, like it's gonna be censored, but like again, this is on his Twitter and stuff probably. This is very impressive artwork all the way from neckline down to right above the knee.
I was about to say, he's got the back of his thighs tattooed, which that is just beastly on its own. But it's like you said, it's into every little crevice there. There's no open space.
So, not to be crude, but at some point did the tattoo artist have to say, okay, gonna spread a little? Think about it. It had to have happened, right?
It's all just so cohesive together.
Yes.
Even the back piece goes on to the arm piece, and it's just all...
the back of the triceps, the forearms, everything, the back of the thighs, hips too, like on his sides.
Yep.
So this is amazing.
Really well done Japanese traditional tattoo. One of the big elements for Japanese style are the waves.
Yeah, I see the water splashing and ripples.
And he's got a lot of that. And then the dragon and the man fighting. It's a really well done.
Well done.
So the next one we're gonna look at is Danny Warsnop from Askin Alexandria. And he's got quite a few tattoos, but the main one that I want us to look at are his knuckles. So, the original one, I'm gonna have to blur out some of his fingers.
A couple letters are blurred out, but you know what they are.
You know what it originally said. This is what he's been going around with, is...
Nothing screams, I'm a tough guy. And I'm a fan of Asking Alexandria too, by the way. Don't get that twisted, but man, what are you doing?
He has recently, and as recent as February of this year, gone in and actually covered.
Yep.
All of his knuckles, so like it doesn't have any of the letters anymore, and it just has these black boxes. At first glance, you're sitting there going like, why on earth would someone get black boxes on
There's
your
a
knuckles?
reason this time.
But honestly, it doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't.
And like, once it's healed and everything, it truly doesn't look terrible.
No.
It just looks like a really interesting blackout idea.
And he also has like the arrows down the fingers, so.
Which is interesting in general that would be connected with the original words. I think the original words came first and then the arrows were added.
Yeah.
But he's got like a ton of tattoos.
Many.
But I just thought this was interesting because I had never seen this before, never noticed it before. I saw them Askin Alexandria back in August of last year. And so he just got these blocked out in February of this year. I didn't even notice.
Yep.
While he was saying that he had those, but I just think it's interesting that he decided to go ahead and be like, I don't want this on me anymore. You know, that shows growth. That shows growing up. As you can see in the picture where it says the original letters, he's much younger.
Yeah.
I don't know how much younger, but he's much younger.
At least 10 years, it looks like.
So, you know, you make these decisions when you're younger, and then when you get older, you're like, I don't really want that on me the rest of my life. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's also nothing wrong with keeping it if you decide that that's what you like. But he also does have some arm tattoos. It kind of looks like, with this one, it looks like an instrument.
Yeah, it does.
Is it a guitar? It's a guitar. But he also has a skull on his hand. And those are really nicely done. It also kind of looks like he has a owl or something on this arm.
Yeah, something on the other arm too. We can't make it out on
We
the
can't
picture.
make it out on this picture, but I really just wanted to focus on his knuckles because I thought that was pretty unique for him, and to make that decision to get rid of it, to block it out. Good on Danny.
Yeah. I agree.
And there's nothing wrong. If you have the same exact tattoo on your hands, you know what? This is not me saying, hey, go out and get it covered. I'm just saying that, you know, good for him. So next up, we have old Mr. Rob Zombie.
Mm-hmm. He's got a lot, too.
He's got a ton.
And a lot of people have tattoos of him.
Yeah, we were having a hard time finding Rob Zombie's tattoos.
Yeah, when you type in Rob Zombie tattoos on Google, you get Rob
portraits of
Zombie
him.
tattoos. Like his face on someone else's body.
So it was a little difficult to get some pictures that actually truly showed off.
And all the
his
times I
tattoos.
shot him, he either has a jacket or t-shirt on, so.
He also looks way different just without of his getup. He does not look the same. Looking at his arm tattoos, it's a little hard to see because he does have them crossed.
He's got a lot of faces of fear.
Yes, he does. He also, what is that?
Looks like Pennywise.
That,
Happy clown. You like clowns, don't you? You wanna go see It? You wanna get the audiobook of It and go to sleep to that at night?
You suck. So he does have a clown of some sort on him.
He has a lot of faces. Like the duck
He
face
does.
almost looks like Howard the Duck. I don't know if that's him or not though. But I also
Kinda
see
does.
what looks like Creature from the Black Lagoon, if that is it.
He's got some demon thingy on his bicep.
On his other arm, he has a skull, a pumpkin, other eyeballs and faces.
Yeah, he's got some interesting ones. This one shows a little bit better. Oh, this is a blue skull where the eyeballs are popping out. That's interesting. It's just a lot of faces. And that's strange and a little unsettling that all these eyeballs are just staring at you.
If one of them was not a clown, would you be okay with it?
Probably.
Admittedly, that is a little off-putting.
So I don't know if he has any leg tattoos because he always seems to be wearing pants, so I can't quite tell. But his arm ones, it's just a lot of faces. And also that clown is just really unsettling. Stop it! Alright, next up we have a fan favorite.
The king of good choices.
Ronny Radke from Fallen in Reverse.
I can't get over the forehead scalp tattoo. The unbreakable on the crown. Oh my gosh.
It's hard to see in these pictures, but along here, he does have the word unbreakable in like a script font.
Oh.
Right here.
Then he has his own initials right by his
I didn't even notice that's how what was.
RR.
Yes, RR right here by his eye. I'm on the fence about the little knife. In a way, it's kind of cute. Would I do something like that? No. But, you know.
Then he has the shark on his scalp.
Oh, he does. He does. Oh! And it's got the little waves. Actually, that's kind of cool looking in a way. But I do have a question about what's on his neck. It looks like it says dad question mark.
Dad?
Is that a question mark?
I don't think so.
But doesn't it look like it?
Yes, it does, because it looks like a hook or something, but yes, it does look like a question mark.
It says dad, and then right
Dad?
next to it is this little curvature that looks like a question mark.
He was very confused as a teenager, and he just started asking people constantly.
Ronnie, are you okay?
Then you go to his shirt off.
I was about to say, so this is just neck up. Now we go on to the rest. He has quite a bit. I really like the owl on his
Yeah, the
chest.
owl's good.
The owl is good.
And the roses under?
Yeah, the roses
Yeah.
are all nice. I'm curious who that person is that the owl is sitting on.
And some Falling in Reverse fan will probably tell.
Yes, if you're a fan and you know the meaning of his tattoos, please let us know. But he also has
A robot, bang bang on his knuckles.
He has bang bang on his knuckles. Got some music notes. He's got, is she a zombie?
Props.
Got like a zombie girl on
Probably.
his hand.
UFOs, robot, music notes, spider, the elbows are done.
He's also got Lady Liberty down in his pants.
Sure, that's symbolic of something.
Let freedom ring. But yeah, so he has quite a few pieces. They're all very colorful.
They are.
He's got the word let go on his right forearm. He has something up here. It's like a date.
Yeah, it might be remembrance of someone that passed on.
It says 8/10.
His face is almost bare except for the RR and Unbreakable, which probably should just be bare.
And the
but
little
like
knife.
everything else, and the little knife, but everything else from jawline down.
Is done. I mean, including the head
Yep.
with the shark. And like some of these are obviously older. I really like the owl. And it's nice that the owl is such a big piece because it's what your eyes go to initially. I can't really say anything is complete crap. And this isn't the point, is for us to like shit all over someone's tattoos.
I won't do that. Except for Unbreakable on the crown of the forehead. That's not Gretchen's opinion, that's mine. Unbreakable on the crown. Oh my gosh. No.
I mean, I will say he's a pretty hard ass to get tattooed up there. That's a rough spot.
Awesome. Doesn't make it a good choice. Ugh.
So next we are going to go on to Ollie Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon. Now, Ollie has an interesting tattoo. He does have a blackout arm. So there are pictures on the internet of what his arm originally looked like. And a lot of times when people get blackout tattoos, it's because they just want to cover everything, or they just like the look of the blackout tattoo. You can see through there that there are some like floral
flower lines and things. And he also has high five on the inside of his palm.
Interesting. Yeah, that's one of the first things that will fade, like tattoos on your hands and fingers and stuff.
Yeah.
They fade really fast. So he also has a face tattoo that says MC XI. What Roman numeral is that?
MC?
MCXI?
1111.
He does have that little one on his face. He's got neck tattoos of just flowers. On his other arm that's not blacked out, he's got, kind of looks like a skull. He's got the Illuminati eye.
Oh.
And then he's got some finger tattoos. But for me, I just thought it was interesting that he decided to get a blackout tattoo. Yeah. It's not common to see them, and it's always interesting why people get them, because again, it's either to cover up something that they've already had and they just want to get rid of it, or they just like the look of it. Yeah. So
intense throat piece.
It kind of looks like a spider web coming up out of a shirt. So the next one that we're going to look at is Tatiana from Ginger. This one was like suggested multiple times. So I was like, I've heard the band Ginger before, but I've never like really listened to their music. So I was like, all right, I'm interested why so many people are suggesting this person. And she has quite a few and they're really good.
Yeah.
So the first thing that I notice is that her left arm has like a whole bunch of geometric shapes. Again, something you don't see often, like that style.
I agree.
Very well done. I would imagine that had taken a long time. And then she also has a pretty intense throat piece, which it looks like a snake.
It's like the snake's mouth.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a tongue. So that's pretty intense. Like that's a full throat piece right here. Not all the way around, but just like right here on the forefront. She also has a portrait on her right, the back of her forearm. She has a lot of floral.
Yeah, on the other arm.
On the other arm. She has script on her left forearm. She has hand tattoos, and these are really nicely done tattoos. It's hard to see them all in one picture. I really like this, and I could see why people suggested we look at her stuff. The geometric one is definitely a unique style. Not many people do that style just because it may not be for them. I know I personally wouldn't do anything geometric just because it's not my thing. And now I'm just interested to listen to the music because I've heard.
Heavy.
Is it? Okay. I've heard the band before, but I've never listened to them.
Quite heavy.
Okay. But I like her pieces a lot. Especially that geometric one. Next up is the man who can never keep a shirt on.
Loves to go take his shirt off.
Tommy Vext from Bad Wolves. That man, I don't think he knows what a shirt is. It's never on. He constantly is posting like body pictures of him on Instagram. I mean, more power to him. If I looked that way, I probably would post shirtless too. So he has quite a few tattoos. Oh, now this is interesting. This picture that we have, and then this picture, he has a blackout.
Yep, on the shoulder.
On the shoulder, so over on his right shoulder, he ended up getting a blackout. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm glad I have these two pictures because in this picture, he still has the original tattoo, and then over here, he has the blackout. So
not sure about the significance of Bravo across the abs
like
or the ribs, whatever.
He also has kind of an Illuminati.
Yeah.
What's with the Illuminati? What's with it?
Yeah. We're on to something.
They're all part of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
He has an eagle, a very traditional style eagle on his stomach. He has another eagle kind of
on the armpit.
Just
under the armpit, yeah.
There's a lot of traditional style. He's got tigers.
Yeah, the Japanese style tiger and dragon.
He has kind of a dragon, or is that a snake around his throat?
I see a snake.
You see a snake? Okay. Got a lot of the Japanese / traditional tattoos going on here. They're nicely done. They look really good.
Can't knock any of the artwork or, yeah.
And I can't really pick anything out that's, truly bizarre.
He's got a few face ones also.
He's got a few face ones, not too many. I think one is like a skull and crossbones right here.
Yeah.
The only thing, is what's the purpose of Bravo?
I'm sure there's a reason. All you Bad Wolves fans, let us know.
If you're a fan of any of these bands and have looked into their meanings of tattoos, please let us know because we didn't do that. And it all works well together. It's like patchwork style tattoos, but they all still work together.
Yeah, they do.
So, all right. So next up is probably who comes to mind for everyone when they think of a tattooed musician.
He spent a lot of time in that tattoo seat.
And that is Travis Barker from Blink 182.
And he is the perfect example of like just a hodgepodge of every type of thing you can think of.
He's got everything on
the
him.
Cadillac logo, a boombox. Is that Marilyn Monroe? I don't even know. He has some car-like things too, like the mud flap naked ladies, the Cadillac logo. He has Lover just under his belly button.
Got it down here. He's got some randomly like.
We're not going to be able to go through all of these. There's so many.
No, but he does have his head done.
Yes.
He finally like shaved his head. He used to have like that mohawk.
And he has the crown tattoo also.
He does, and it says family.
I can't tell.
Family, loyalty. I don't know the other words. But he also has like a little anchor. They're not bad.
No, they're not bad at all. It's just, it really is, okay, today I feel like the Cheetos logo. Now I feel like a Dodge logo. How about some Pepsi? Throw that in there too, you know?
Maybe they were sponsorships.
But then he's rich.
Then they threw like a ton
Cadillac
of money
really
for
threw
his
him
face.
some money then.
He's got a lot.
Yes.
He's just done all over. I don't know if he has any space left. He has a cross over on his shoulder.
Yep.
He's got, he's got Jesus.
Looks like it.
Isn't it? Yeah, that traditional portrait of Jesus. He's got a lot of faces.
Yeah.
That some you can kind of tell what it was or who it was.
I see some UFOs.
That's diving into something else right there. He's got Mary. So he's got a lot of faces on him. A little bit of everything.
Yes. The sampler of the tattoo
sampler.
shop, yes.
It's like, hey.
Give me one of each.
I really like these things. Let's get it on me.
Yeah.
So the next one was suggested a few times, and this is Alex from Atreyu. This tattoo is the word passion near his pants. That just makes me think of the LMFAO song. I got passion in my pants, and I ain't afraid to show it, show it, show it, show it.
Like this video if you don't want Gretchen to sing this song ever again. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's a little questionable. Why you need passion in your pants?
Come on. And then like, I don't know if that's a barbed wire heart or like a heart with nails through it or...
Up top?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a gun, but like not.
Yeah. It's hard to make out.
It's very difficult to make out. I do like the coloring on his right arm.
Sleeve, yeah.
Though you've got like some like tropical flowers in there. He's got what looks like is probably a dragon. That looks really cool. I'm just concerned about what's going on here.
Yeah.
The passion thing near the pants. It's what's throwing me.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Maria Brink from In This Moment. Now, this is another artist who has gotten a blackout tattoo. I don't know when she got it done, but kind of like with Ollie Sykes, she has all these pictures on the internet of what her arm originally looked like. So again, I don't know if she just decided that she liked the look of the blackout tattoo or if she just wanted to cover this arm. Because when it gets to the point of your entire arm is covered and you're sitting there going like, I don't really like any of these anymore, sometimes it's just easier to blast over it with the blackout tattoo.
I agree. And I think that's smart logic in that too. If you really don't want what's on there before, instead of doing tattoo removal.
Looking at what she originally had, it's not terrible.
No, it's not.
She does have some portraits on her hands and they look kind of concerning.
She had some knuckle tattoos also. Can't make out what they are.
Yeah, they're not bad.
No.
But I can't tell what they're portraits of. Like that's a little girl.
A little boy.
A little boy.
I'm sure In This Moment fans would know.
Yes.
If they're still there by now, but yeah.
I was about to say, I think these have been
removed. Or changed.
They're not bad. Like she's got a butterfly. That was really pretty. The blues that she has going on are really pretty. So it's interesting that she decided to do that. Also in a lot of her get-ups, like when she performs, her hands are wrapped.
Right.
So I wonder if that has anything to do with wanting to cover that. They're not terrible. But I think it's interesting that she, kind of like Ollie, decided to go for the blackout tattoo.
Yeah.
I think those are unique. I probably could not sit for that. Impressive on its own that that's what she decided to go with. Next up is one of my favorite musicians, not so much one of Luke's, Ivan Moody from Five Finger Death Punch. I mean, I named my dog after him, so obviously I like him.
There's a good Ivan and a bad Ivan.
So Ivan has a lot of tattoos.
Lots of them.
Lots of tattoos, including head ones. So the first one we're gonna look at is this phoenix.
Yeah, this was like to mark his being sober, like a celebration thing, yeah.
And so he's got quite a few facial tattoos. He also has a much smaller headspace than a lot of musicians. Like, think about it. His head looks tiny.
I agree. I got a big head. I can't really argue. So you know what? I do get it. I get it.
So it just looks like there's way more going on in his face.
Yes.
I think it's because he's just got a much smaller space to work with.
He's a smaller framed guy though. Like he's not a huge man.
That was not me knocking him.
I get that.
Him.
It's like he's not a huge guy. That's what people don't understand about him.
Yeah.
So that does make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the Phoenix looks really well done. That's a lot going on.
That's a lot. I mean, like you can't, it's hard to focus on his eyes or anything else when you see that, you know?
And then he also has like this chainmail type
It's like a chainmail mohawk.
Yeah, exactly. A chainmail mohawk.
Boy, oh boy, that really, that describes 5-finger death punch.
There's also a naked lady on his arm, so she will be blurred out. But see it
he
for
also
yourself.
has like an attempted skeleton bones on his hands, which don't really make sense.
He sticks with the color palette of red and black.
And that's fine. I dig it when they like a color pattern is kept. I just don't get the idea of hand skeleton. It doesn't really look anatomically correct.
I could see what he was going for though.
Yes, I get it.
He also has fake stitches on his other hand.
And he also had, it looks like he had knuckles.
Yeah.
Tattoos before. Got a lot. He's got some stuff on his arms too, all over.
Naked lady again. There's like a little demon thing. Oh yes, he's got the Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
Get that correct. It's not Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein's monster. Yes.
It's monster. Got it on the other hand. I believe he has the words, they're backwards.
Live or something?
Live?
I don't know.
Not a clue. But that's on his other hand. He's got a lot going on.
I'll say.
I was telling Luke that I used to think that when he would do the red handprint on his head, I used to think that was a real tattoo.
No, that's just him going.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't make it into a tattoo.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's something he would have done.
At this point, I mean, already did the Phoenix, so.
Yeah, do it on the other side.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against his tattoos. Some of them could probably have been done better.
That I would agree with.
But the Phoenix on his head is actually really well done.
Chainmail mohawk, I just don't get.
The chainmail mohawk is interesting. Next up, we have my man.
Not me.
Brent Smith from Shinedown.
She says next to her boyfriend.
I'm sorry.
I know.
You know
I
my
came
feelings.
after. I know.
First thing I want to look at for Brent is his neck tattoo. It looks like it's a Sacred Heart. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is a Sacred Heart tattoo.
I would imagine, yes.
That's
at least,
what it looks like.
Yeah, at least that's what it was going for, because I can't imagine being anything else.
He also has on his left hand, it says, "Your pain is a gift." He does say stuff like that all the time. Very inspirational, very motivating.
Hard nope on this next one.
Now this
Nope.
next one. I love Brent so much.
But
this tattoo on his stomach. So you have the word beyond, and then you have this eyeball.
it's a fantasy football tattoo where the person that comes in last in a fantasy football group has to get a tattoo of what all the other people betting on the league want him to get.
I do want to know the meaning behind this specific tattoo. Like out of all the other ones that he has, I want to know the meaning behind this one. I always say that tattoos don't have to have meanings behind them. If you like Dracula and you like tacos and you want to get a tattoo of Dracula eating tacos because of those reasons, that's fine.
Don't get tacoula on your body. No.
I'm sorry, that was a great idea.
Tacoula?
Yes. Anywho, back to Brent. I just want to know if there is a meaning behind it.
For all you Shinedown diehards that like have the wikis and stuff like that for like personal information on Brent, there has to be a reason.
I was about to say, excuse me, I'm a Shinedown.
But you aren't aware.
But I'm not aware just because I haven't dived into people's like
that's what I'm
personal
asking.
things. So this is just an honest reaction. I love the man. I just want to know what this is. So this next one, a friend of Luke's,
He tolerates me.
Corey Taylor from Slipknot.
So I've known about Corey's tattoos. He's showed them off many times, like throughout the years. Being a part of Slipknot and Stone Sour, he's always going to be in the focal point of all rock and metal spotlights. Conveniently, his wife Alicia took some photos of his body, front, back, sides. I think maybe for tattoos, it was something for business related.
Yeah.
And she was just having fun with it, but this is a good opportunity to look at his tattoos. The one that most people talk about, or like that point out, is his chest piece.
Yeah.
I mean, that is very unique.
It's the sun and the moon.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Demon, like a sun moon
Yeah.
face. Yeah. And it took him a while to get. He did not get all that in 1 or 2 sessions. That was over time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and it's a pretty interesting one.
It is.
It's a unique take on like the sun and moon dynamic to kind of give them a demonic look to
Right.
it. So I think that's pretty interesting. What does below his belly button say?
I don't know. I don't want to look. That's weird. And on the back of his neck, he has number 8. That's what he is for Slipknot. He has a lot of unique stuff on his back too.
It says infant and finite. What is infant?
What is finite?
That one's at least a little bit more explainable than why does he have the word infant?
But it looks like leopards, or Cerberus, excuse me.
Yeah.
Not leopards. The Cerberus. Then you got 24601, which is also part of like his music and things like that. So.
And then, is that Michael Jackson?
Maybe. It looks like with the brick wall.
Yeah. And he's got the little get up and everything. It does look like that.
Michael Jackson would have been a Slipknot fan.
You think so?
Yeah.
Now, back to this front part. I got really excited when I saw this picture because I was like, oh, this is great. This is something that we can react to. He has a portrait of Heath Ledger's Joker, which if anyone knew me in 2008, you know how obsessed I was with that movie. I think it's really cool that he actually has a portrait of Heath Ledger's Joker right in here. I'm assuming he's a fan.
I would assume so, yes.
Shut up. He has Dogma and Truth. On either side, got some tribal, got some bats.
He's got a lot of stuff going on.
It's kind of hard to tell what
it's good work too.
Are.
It is good work.
Oh, that's right. He does have a Ziggy Stardust.
Yep.
He has a Ziggy Stardust tattoo on the back of his
a fan of David Bowie.
Forearm. That's a nicely done one. I wish there was like a closer up one.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is somewhere, but because this picture was posted and it just showed it so well, I was like, we gotta use it. I don't know, he's got like a unique collection. And yeah, I really do like the chest piece.
I do too.
I like that tape.
Not only is that unique, that's something intense too. That's
because like Sun and Moon in of itself, those types of tattoos are not necessarily unique, but then when you take a spin like that, and they look a little possessed, demonic, something, it's pretty cool. That is
just like Corey.
I didn't say that, Mr. Taylor.
Oh, you would think it's funny.
Also, shout out to the dog really wanting her dad's attention. Or his dad's attention. I don't know if the dog is male or female. So this next one is Brent Hines from Mastodon. Now, I don't really know too much about Mastodon, but Luke actually suggested that we react to his tattoos, but a specific one.
I mean, he's had the headpiece that goes down pretty significantly onto his forehead, and he has many tattoos, but the headpiece significantly is really out there.
And so, like, I had never seen Mastodon or, like, really listened to him before, so then when Luke was like, check this piece out, I was like, all right, if my non-tattooed boyfriend thinks this is unique enough and pretty cool enough, let's look at it. That is an intense one. It like quite literally starts at his ear and just comes all the way down
to the center of the forehead, like
about right here. And so that is really intense, and it's a nicely done one. Like, it's very simple in a way. It's a nice looking one.
He's got tattoos all over, full sleeves.
Like, you can see this arm in this picture, which is one of Luke's pictures. You can see that he has quite a few tattoos, but I think when you look at him initially, the first thing that you're gonna look at is right here. Can't quite tell what it is. It looks like it could be tribal. It's like little arrows or something. I can't quite tell. But it's pretty cool. It's not drawing your attention in a bad way. And the last one we're gonna look at with this really long video is Frank Carter.
British punk band, punk rock from UK. I actually got to meet the man in 2017. Really nice guy. Bigger over in the UK scene, but he had some hits in the US as well that charted. And he told me the story in an interview, and he's actually shown, like, if we go to one of the pictures that shows it, on his neck is the tattoo 7 spelled out S-E-V-E-N. And he has many tattoos all over his body, as you can tell by the pictures.
A ton.
Many. The reason why that's on there is because when his song, I think it was Lullaby, I could be wrong about the specific song, one of his songs charted to number 7 on the charts. He got drunk and got so excited, he tattooed the word 7 on his own neck with the gun.
And there is a picture floating around on the internet of him actually looking in the mirror and doing it. And the fact that he did it the correct way and it didn't end up backwards is really impressive. Not the smartest of life choices to do it on yourself, especially.
He was really excited. It's a celebration too, but man. And she brought up a great point. It didn't chart any higher than 7, did it?
That would have been really bad. So he does have quite a few other tattoos, and they're nicely done. But again, it's like that patchwork style where it's just like, I'll take this, I'll take this. It kind of looks like he walked into a tattoo shop, saw a flash sheet, and was like, I'll take it all. And just like,
give me one of each.
Give me one of each. Give me the special. Give me the flash sheet special.
I like the 2-headed eagle, and
that is pretty cool. Bernadette, do we know who that is?
I do not.
Okay, well, he's got Bernadette right here. I hope he's in Bernadette are still in good.
Sarah Louise Shore on his.
I hope they're all in good standing with one another still.
Death is the answer. Yeah, I mean, this is a hodgepodge of everything.
He also kind of has like a halfway blackout tattoo, or just all blended together after a while.
Right.
So this is probably an extremely long video. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you do enjoy this type of thing, let us know. We will gladly do a part 2 at some point.
Give suggestions too if you know of other ones, because we know we missed a ton.
And again, we focus primarily on rock and metal musicians because that's what our thing is.
If there's something alternative or indie, that's fine too, but yeah,
Punk,
that's just what we know.
like
There you go.
Pop is not his thing. I'll do pop every now and then.
Not a country fan.
With this dynamic, stick with rock and metal or like any branches.
Right.
Thank you so much to Luke for joining me. I'll give him a minute to tell you about his channel.
If you're into music, rock, metal, alternative, indie, anything in that area, I have a channel called Rocked, which she will link to. I do a lot of different stuff, everything from band interviews to album reviews. I do a lot of top 10 lists, actual lists in general. I do a lot of live streams with my friends, talking about music, just about everything you can imagine. Since festival season is unfortunately canceled, there won't be as many interviews, but I'm doing Skype interviews with bands. But also, new music is coming and I will be covering a lot of it. A lot of music from a lot of great bands too. So check out the channel Rocked if you're interested. I'll have her plug one of my more recent videos just to talk about that, maybe top 10 worst cover songs in rock. That's a fun one.
There's so many.
Fun one.
There's so many. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big ol' thumbs up. Go on down there and hit that subscribe button wherever it may be, because I don't know, even though I do. This is just my shtick now. Also hit that notification bell in case you want to know when I upload, and in case YouTube wants to let you know when I upload, because I would really appreciate it. And until next time, bye guys. Now we need to do a thumbnail. That's not a thumbnail.